Hello, everybody, and welcome back. If you are returning, welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is Hunter. I make videos about making videos. I make content about making content. I have gone very meta recently. So if you are in the world of technology, streaming, video making, YouTube, anything in that realm, content creation, if you will, I'm sure you have heard of the Elgato Stream Deck. If you haven't, the Elgato Stream Deck is a 15-key customizable macro keypad made for streaming at its core. That's why it's called the Stream Deck. However, you can use this customizable macro keypad however you would like. You can use it to put Photoshop tools, Final Cut Pro editing tools. I use it a lot for Blender 3D. It is a macro pad that you can use for anything you want. It is super customizable, and in my opinion, it is the best way to go when it comes to macro keys, just because of how well Elgato has done on the software that you use to customize it. If you are somebody who has seen it, would love to have one, but either you don't have the funds for it because the regular model is 150, the XL is 250, and the smaller one's like 80, which I don't think is worth it. But if you are somebody who has always been curious or always wanted something like an Elgato Stream Deck, but you didn't have the funds for it or couldn't justify dropping the money on one, I have a solution. I am going to tell you how to get a Stream Deck for $2. Asterisk $2 monthly, but for $2. So alongside all three of the Stream Deck models and the Elgato Stream Pedal, I think is what it's called, alongside all of those options that Elgato has put out there for you, there is one that I didn't know about that I recently found out about that we're going to talk about. So instead of buying one of their physical Stream Decks, you could have a Stream Deck for $2 and you already have it in your pocket. At least most people do. Now, what I'm talking about is Elgato Stream Deck Mobile. So if you know what a Stream Deck looks like, this looks very similar. Now, this is my Blender profile. These are the tools that I use on my Stream Deck inside of Blender 3D. It looks and works for the most part the exact same way as a Stream Deck would. Again, this app is called Elgato Stream Deck Mobile, and basically you download the app on your phone, you download the software on your computer that you would use to customize one of the physical Stream Decks, and then you connect it over Wi-Fi to your computer, and then your phone works just like a Stream Deck would. The caveat is to use the app, it is a $2 a month subscription fee compared to, let's say $150 for the regular Stream Deck model. It's not bad. You would have to use the mobile version for a very long time to actually hit that $150. And if you're anything like me, or in my case, I used it for a couple months and then broke down and bought an actual Stream Deck, that thing right there. Honestly, what I think this is really useful for is somebody who can't quite justify the price of a Stream Deck, or isn't sure if they can justify the price of a Stream Deck, or is saving up for a Stream Deck but would like to use one in the meantime. $2 a month, you pay $2, $4, $6, $8, even $10 over the span of multiple months and have the Stream Deck mobile app. And with that, you can test it out, see how much you use it, see if it would benefit your workflow. And if it does, then you can actually justify dropping the money on a Stream Deck because you have tested it out. You have proven to yourself that it works in your workflow. And now that $150 doesn't seem as bad because you know exactly how you're going to use it. Your profiles are already set up, all your pages of macros. So when you plug it in, your physical Stream Deck, to the software that you have in theory been using on Stream Deck Mobile, you can transfer all of the profiles and all of the macro pages that you had on the mobile version onto the physical version, everything is already set up and it's just plug and play. You can just start using it as soon as you take it out of the box. Again, if you are somebody who wants to use a Stream Deck, or you are just curious how it works, or you can't justify the price of the physical Stream Deck currently, you can have a Stream Deck for $2. Now, again, what happened to me was I used this for a couple months and then I bought a Stream Deck because I knew I was going to use it. I already had all my pages set up. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's the exact same experience using your phone. The tactile buttons, feeling the actual buttons on the Stream Deck is nice. They look nicer because each button is a little screen. You can customize the icons on there. And also the center button on the Stream Deck has a little notch so that you can feel it and you can tell where the center is. And so for me, I've kind of memorized where all my macros are, and I barely have to really look at it to use it. Whereas if you're using mobile, there's nothing to tell you where you are on the screen. You can't feel each individual button. So there are upsides and downsides to both. However, if you want to use a Stream Deck and you don't want to or can't spend the money on an actual Stream Deck right now, there's a Stream Deck for only $2. Pretty cool, honestly. Good job, Elgato. I think that it was something that is nice for them to put out for the people who can't afford it, and they probably know that that's going to push more people to buy a Stream Deck in the long run. So I see you, Elgato. Anyway, that is going to really be it for this video. I just got the actual physical Stream Deck yesterday, so I'm going to play with it a little bit more, use it, and then I am going to put out probably, this is what I'm planning, but a video on my workflow, how I edit and how I integrate the Stream Deck into my workflow for making YouTube videos or doing Blender rendering. So I'm going to put out a video hopefully soon of how I integrate the Stream Deck into my Blender artwork, my Final Cut Pro video editing, and then also my Lightroom/Photoshop photo editing. There's so many things you can use it for. I even use it for just going to certain web pages. My YouTube page is on a macro, and I just click that, pops up my YouTube page. I have a page that is my default or my home page on the Elgato Stream Deck that is all the apps I use frequently. And so I have all my editing software, Notion, Safari, and then also I downloaded a profile that is a Magic 8-ball. So I just have on one of the buttons on my home screen a little Magic 8-ball. And then if I have, if I'm have a question that I can't answer to myself, I use the Magic 8-ball. Cool stuff. So yeah, be looking out for that video on my workflow with the Stream Deck. Hopefully that will be out soon. I'm going to test it out a little bit more and get a better feel for how it works. So thank you for watching. Again, if this is your first time, welcome. And for everybody else, welcome back. If you like this video, consider subscribing. Check out some of my other videos if you want. For all of my recent subscribers, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. I had a video recently blow up more than I really ever expected any of my videos to. And it is gaining a lot of traction, and I've gained a lot of new subscribers because of that video. So to all of you, welcome to the channel. I can't wait to grow the channel with all of you and see where we can go from here. And so for you guys, and also for just everybody else, if you have video suggestions or something you'd like to see, questions, concerns, comments, if my hair looks stupid, leave a comment down below, and I do my best to get to all of them. I have been overwhelmed by the inflow of comments on that video that gained a good amount of traction. Surprisingly, out of all of the comments I have on that video, of course, you're always going to get negative comments, but there are 9 out of 10 are super positive, and I appreciate every single one of you. So thank you so much. You have really given me way more motivation than I have had in a long time to keep doing this and keep putting out content and really just doing it and enjoying it. So again, thank you. Anyway, I will stop ranting. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.